Three, two, one. We are live. Hello, everyone. This is Dr. Up, and today we'll be talking about Charlie Kirk's right wing politics and who will replace Charlie Kirk as the not as a spokesperson for right wing politics. Yeah. You know what? This is a very sad day for America. Sad time. Sorry, not the because Charlie Kirk, like all these leftist hardliners are gleaming with joy at the sight of Charlotte's worldly departure. But they're so ignorant and foolish to know that it affects them severely now that it has been revealed that it has been a ideal, leftist hardliner that was responsible for this assassination. Yeah, and for all the conspiracy accounts, it was just that how to say it, that don't believe that it was Charlie Kirk who no Tyler Robinson, just a leftist leftist pro LGBTQ leftist nutcase couldn't handle Charlie Kirk's strong opinions and he had to take him out. For those who um and also for those who were leftists who have been hyper radicalized to a point where dissenting opinions don't register. Yeah, don't register in your minds. I mean, hyper radicalized. Yeah.
I'm sorry, but that's
Sorry. I was just playing. It was Parker. At least Parker and Dean Withers didn't celebrate Charlie Kirk's death. He's They actually, despite their disagreements with Charlie Kirk, they would never wish the death upon someone or him, or in particular, just because he had differing opinions, right? Because we're humans in the end of the day, right? So, uh, they're intelligent boys, but they're just left wing. That's it. Well, anyways, you can be left wing, right wing. I don't care, but um, yeah. Uh, Charlie Kirk was a patriot, just a true American. Yeah, patriot, loving Christian, father, husband. And if you think that people have to be murdered just because you disagree with them, I don't think you belong in this society. You don't belong in a society that how to say it that promotes free speech, that promotes freedom of expression, right? You don't belong in this society. Yeah. Mm, yeah, this is a civil society. Uh, you should not. You shouldn't kill people just because you disagree with them. You can try to conduct civil discourse, whatever. That's what Charlie Kirk did, but the left simply couldn't handle him, right? They made a martyr of Charlie Kirk because they simply couldn't handle his strong opinions, right? He was too strong and bold for them, right? He he was martyred because these these people think that they're entitled to, how to say it, there's just something they think they're entitled to control people's thoughts and opinions on a certain topic. And the Charlie spoke till his last breath. It could be due to the fact that he spoke in defense of Christ, in support and defense of Christ, in the name of Christ and the Lord, right? I'm not Christian, but I love Christianity. I just fully support those who practice it and preach it, right? And it's completely like ludicrous to just want to create martyrs, like make the movement even stronger. Like I know that they if they remove a central figure from the limelight, they think that they're gonna get rid of the movement. No, they're not gonna get rid of the movement. They're gonna make it stronger, stronger. And and what baffles me is that the left think that by making the movement stronger, might indirectly, how to say it, by taking out a central figure, they're weakening the movement. But no, the opposite is happening, right? Now we have Nick Fuentes, we have Ben Shapiro. Who's this? We have other figure right wing figures that are and ideologues and public figures who are now in the forefront of promoting right wing politics, conservatism, and traditional values, right? Conservatism and traditional values, right? Um, he was the more tame, like Persian version, Charlie Kirk. You see in my profile picture, right? He was the more high. He was the more tame, like manifestation of right wing politics. He was very moderate. I would say he was moderate. He was very tame, right? And he was very like he kept it real with people, right? Let's just say, if he kept it a bit more real with people, I feel that they would have done just more than sniped them. Right? Let's just say, I feel the assassins would that the assassin who killed him or who would have done just more than snipe him in public, right? If he kept it more real than he already did, right? He was a truth she was a truth teller, not a truther, but like truth, sort of, but like in some regards, but like a truth teller. But and he spoke the truth. He spoke pure facts and basic common. Some of it was common sense that he spoke, but you can't just kill people just because you disagree with them. Like You can't just say like, yeah, like what is wrong with some people? Like, especially with the left celebrating his death. Like, yes, I'm Muslim. Um, a lot of Muslims are celebrating his death too because he promotes Israel. But those Muslims are probably like, I have to disown those guys. Like because like those are not on my clan, right? I don't care like about like religion or whatever or race or whatever. They're not of my clan. They're just they're not. Uh, they claim to be Muslim, but the yeah, like this guy had his own opinions on certain topics, but just because he had his opinions on certain topics doesn't mean he should be martyred. At the Now we see like Ben Shapiro and who was it, Nick Fuentes. I think Ben Shapiro might be replacing Charlie Kirk, but yeah, I agree. Yeah. Yeah, atheist and agnostic. Yeah, they're just bad people being nice about gaslighted people. Yeah, exactly. They're just like animals. Like they don't care about the value of human life. Only if you're on their team or side. They don't care about dissenting opinions or free speech, right? They just care about censoring people just because they have a different opinion and dissenting opinions. The left are like that. They're not. They're like they're never. And yeah, they're not religious people. Yeah. It's so sad to see like the left. Actually, I used to be a leftist. I was open about it. Yeah, believe. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about that. But like people think that. Uh, I, I mean, this made me reflect on a lot of things in my life, right? This Charlie Kirk situation. Yeah, we are learning absolutely. With this Charlie Kirk situation, an incident and tragedy really made me reflect on a lot of things in my life and what I did in the past and how I could seek to rectify and resolve some of the issues that I have currently, even right, in a more mature and logical manner, right? Yeah, I mean, like, as much as like people disagree with his opinions, that he doesn't deserve to be martyred by some like LGBT, like by some kid who just said, "Oh, he's promoting hate speech." You're the fastest, Tyler, because first of all, you killed an innocent man who just wanted to promote discord and free speech. Maybe he had strong opinions on certain topics, according to the left, at least, but at least he promoted free speech and discourse about certain topics that, and he's trying to see how people can face his um, rhetoric and arguments head to and the points he makes head to head instead of just instead of shooting them in the fucking neck just because they disagreed with him. These leftists are fucking scum. I mean, there's no nicer way to put it. Yeah, they radicalized them. Yeah, into thinking that it's okay to murder someone just because they have a different opinion. Yeah, like it's not okay. It's not acceptable by any means, right? It's not okay. Yeah, like um this is what extremism does. Yeah, political extremism. This is what people are willing to do just to stifle and cut out any dissenting opinions, right? Just because like these leftists that think they're so above everyone, right? Because of their politics, like they don't understand that it's not your politics that makes you a good person. It's what you do and how you are, right? Some people are good people, some people are bad people, but that doesn't mean like you should. Your politics is not what makes you a good person. It's just your beliefs, right? You believe, or even your religion, right? Your religion is just how you are. Yeah. The left are so scummy. Yeah, they're like wolves. They're like wolves, right? You shouldn't like associate with these kinds of characters regardless of ideology. There are good people on the left who will sympathize with you, who will respect you, who will be kind to you. And I noticed that there are some, but most of them are just scummy, terrible human beings, right? That don't care if you live or die. They just want to stifle or stomp out any sense of disagreement with you, like with. They just want to get like I don't know, stifle any sense of dissenting opinions against the yeah. Religions are sets of cultural practices and beliefs associated with gods as our spirituality. The atheist man practice religion. The odds the world works. Yeah, I agree. There could be good atheists, but like I don't know, like when you're not aligned with a higher power in your heart and your soul, and I think that really stifles like your ability to be a good person. But you can still be a good person regardless if you're atheist or religious. Regardless, but I think there are more religious people are good people, in my opinion. But most people are just drones, like followers of drones. So you can't really, yeah. Most people, right? Most people are just NPCs, right? The majority of the population, world's population, is just filled with NPCs who just follow the general narrative. Yeah, you have to remember that, right? Yeah, most people are NPCs, and yeah, I mean, interesting. Yeah, I guess that's interesting. But yeah, I mean, Like Elon Musk said, it was the dark try to take out the light. Yeah, that's what Elon Musk said. The darkness was trying to take out the light. Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. The atheists don't have boundaries in terms of their way of life. Yeah. They drink. They I don't know, do drugs. I mean, you can still drink and do drugs as a religious person, but I don't think even if you're that religious if you do that. Yeah, if you do those things, right? You don't go to church. You don't. If you don't go to church or mosque or synagogue or temple or do something with your life. Uh, yeah, that's true. Like he was just trying to spread the message of God, and he got reunited with God as a result, right? Because people couldn't really stand that he stood for free speech, and he had strong opinions. So, I mean, if he, that's fine. You don't have to go to church. But like, he stood for free speech, and they had to like stomp on his presence and opinions, and by taking him out. And that's not okay. Like that's really upsetting. Right? I think Ben Shapiro will do a good job replacing. They're gonna do it indoors and in campuses from now on, but false prophecy. I mean, this is a wake up call for the left, right, and for the right too. For the right, it's a wake up call that the left doesn't care about us and just sees us as shooting targets, right? Because we disagree with their opposing views, right? And to the left, it's a warning that if you hyper radicalize to such a degree that you think stifling out opinions that are opposing is okay, then you're the problem. Yeah, and you should really get your head checked. Yeah, regardless. Like, it's not okay. It's not okay. This is what hyper radicalization does to people. Uh, this is such a sad false prophet. Old comment. Hmm. Anyways, quick comments. No worries, no worries. No. um. Let's see what I can find on the X. Uh, um, hold on. Never mind. I tried to log in next, but it's probably just on my Safari, anyways. Let's see. Um, sure. Well, exactly. Yeah. Um. the- Interesting. Anyways. So I'm just looking through X. I mean, on my phone, I guess. Interesting. Oh, you take care too. Yeah, take care. Um, I'm just looking through X. Hmm. Please. Please. Interesting. This, anyways, I just paused for a bit just to. No, I'm not go to YouTube. 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 Um, sure. Okay, so what?
The problem is not going to go away by itself. I always recommend Sensodyne.
If you're in Canada and have over $10,000 of debt, payday loans, credit cards, or lines of credit that you can't pay.
There is no river that runs wide as your goodness.
Beautiful family. Beautiful young family.
Man, Charlie, I remember when we were starting these out, and
it was that like that.
it was like this. It was like your average
First 3 rows.
It was like your average political meeting where there was like 12 people in a room, and this is awesome.
This, in my personal opinion, was the most over-the-top Trump event that I've ever covered.
This is the #1 boots on the ground operation in the country. We're working directly in harmony with the Trump campaign. It's been vetted, it's been cleared, it's been blessed, as you can see there. And we're going to try to win this thing. No guarantees. It's what we do that matters.
Mr. President, I can tell you this room is 100% with you, and we have your back. God bless you. We really do. Thank you.
As you know, we are heading on campus here momentarily at the University of South Florida, throwing it down with the students. It's going to be a lot of fun. We are excited to continue this cultural movement that we have started at Turning Point USA. More high school chapters, more college chapters, and disagreement is not just welcome, it is invited. We want to have those tough conversations. That's what it's all about.
Not about. That is right. That is right.
Because you're not supposed to be involved in this. You're supposed to just kind of be on the vote for me every 4 years, give me more political power, and stay out of my business. And what has happened is we are seeing an explosion in citizen participation.
There is nothing else I'll ever need. All of my days, your mercy follows. Oh, there is nothing else I'll ever need.
Knock on that extra door. Go that extra mile. Talk to that extra friend. Because throughout voting month and culminating on the 5th of November, I believe it will go down as a day that people remember. As a day that is written about in history books. As the final battle from the golden escalator on down. From defeating Hillary Clinton. From the nonsense of 2020. From Butler, Pennsylvania, November 5th, it all culminates. Where we restore the promise that the founders gave us. And they said, hey, if the people want it, the people get it. And we, the people, take back America. God bless Arizona, and thank you so much. Every day, the American people demand certain accomplishments and victories. Disagreement is what keeps a movement alive, keeps a movement fun. Here in this country, we are a country of flourishing. We're a country of risk-taking. We're a country of building. We will achieve American greatness, and we are just getting started.
All my days, your mercy follow me.
No.
The point.
Yes.
Like the amazing thing with him is not his IQ or like how many like facts he can know or something. What was amazing with him was his drive. The way I would say it, he was the highest agency person I had ever met in my life.
Yes.
He thought, if there is something I don't like, I have the power as an individual to change the world about that. Or at least if I don't take action, I have no excuse to complain about it. And he brought that to politics and organization, of course, but he especially brought it to the faith question. And he always wanted to talk about it. He loved talking about it in private. He loved talking about it in places where it was, you know, arguably pointless. The last speech he kind of gave in public was, we were in Japan, and Japan is 1% Christian, maybe. Right. We were speaking to a party there that's, we're aligned with them because they're anti-immigration. They don't like globalism. We were talking to them about all that stuff. He was like, you should increase your birth rate. Don't rely on immigrants and all that.
But Japan is famously resistant to Christianity.
Yes. And I told him about that. But in Korea, we talked about Christianity, and there it was a Christian audience mostly. But he's like, is there somewhere I can work in the faith angle to this? Because, we're supposed to preach it everywhere we go. And so we talked about that, what could we do? And we found a spot late in the speech, and the very end of his speech, he was saying, look, guys, I want you to save your country, but in the end, you're going to have to believe in something transcendent for that to work. It's not just going to work on pragmatic grounds. And for me, and then he just, for me, it's because of my belief in the Almighty, my belief in Jesus Christ. And you're going to need to have something like that to be able to win. And, I think 2 people in the audience started clapping really, really energetically, and the rest kind of sat there very politely.
But you did get a couple
do.
people. Oh, the Japanese are wonderful people, but you're right. They're not open to that. But there were 2 who were.
Yeah. And maybe they were believers. I'm not sure, but, I'm very glad he got to do that.
And then in Korea, though,
Korea, totally different.
Very different story.
We have this clip. Why don't we just play it if it's okay,
Great.
Tucker?
Oh my gosh,
play
of course.
Cut 18.
I don't deserve to be murdered.
That was 11 days ago, Tucker, and he's on stage.
Weaponized.
And in English, they asked him to come forward and pray and sing over Charlie. And they put their hands up and they started in English saying, "How great is our God! sing with me how great is our God. And Charlie put his hand on his heart, and Mikey said when he got off stage, like he could see his eyes were misty. It meant so much to him. This is the moment where I have to step in and say, we have a quick radio break. We'll be right back with more of Tucker Carlson.
The practice you are about to learn is almost never described publicly. The cave of Brahma can activate a wide range of new powers.
Believe that is actually
this is watching
story too, because I don't want to, I'm not going to ruin the punchline here, but I would just say one of the strongest testaments to Charlie is the fact that this guy's a tough judge. And I know when he
I know he worked for me.
And when he first started working with us, I could tell that he was a little unsure. You know, you probably had the questions you ragged. Charlie spoke the language of the people, and you're a Dartmouth kid that's a total egghead nerd, you know, like beautiful mind kind of person. But Charlie would cut through all that, and he would speak right to the people and cut people's hearts in two and make them choose the side they were going to go on. And that was not the language of Blake Neff, but we needed a Blake Neff, and I knew we needed a Blake Neff. And there was this moment where I forget why, but you took this moment, and I remember being really touched by it, and you paid Charlie a tremendous compliment, and I knew it was like 2 years after the fact, and it was Charlie texted me like directly. He goes, "Whoa, did you hear Blake?" Like, because it really meant the world to him that he had won your respect, and it really meant the world to him.
Yeah, South Dakota Germans aren't big on compliments, but I do think if you get one from Blake, it's earned. I do think the question that people had about Charlie, the question I got most often, and people came to me a lot about Charlie, like, "What is this?" Because they knew that I knew him and that I was friends with him. But really, the core question everyone wanted answered was, "Is this guy for real? Is this real?" Because like nothing in our world's real. It's all fake, actually. And I hate to say it, but it's true. A lot of preachers are very fake. And I would always say, amazingly, it's 100% real. It's totally real. And I remember talking to you about that. I mean, everyone like, what is this exactly? And you concluded early. I remember when you told me, no, it's totally real. That's incredible. You really have to have lived in our world for a while to know how wild that is, because most people are just like, yeah, of course it's real. Not in political world. Is that fair?
Very fair. Very fair. Yeah. And he's like the realest guy to ever live, practically.
I know. Oh, it makes me sad he's gone. I wish I had said this in public before he left, because I said it many times in private. I will say that to many people. Who is this guy? Is this real? Like, what is this? And I would always say, man, if you had dinner with him, you would know it's real.
We'll welcome radio back in just a second. This is where we'll tell the Blake Neff story. All right, we'll be right back.
This movement will not be silenced. You're listening to The Charlie Kirk Show.
All right, welcome back to The Charlie Kirk Show. This is really the Tucker day, and I feel awkward even taking us in and out of breaks. But Tucker,
I don't want to do it.
I know you're kidding. I'm doing this out of service to my nation and to my friend Tucker. So yeah, the floor is yours. I know where you're going, but
this is a Blake Neff story. Okay, so this is a story that obviously I was in the middle of it, and I've talked to a lot of people just this week about it. I don't think it's ever been told in public. I'm going to give the outline and then just turn it over to Blake to correct me and to fill in the details. But here's the story. So Blake worked for me at Fox News for years, probably more. Very enthusiastic Christian man, and the kind of person who was just a collector of people. You know, I met this person, he was so enthusiastic, and almost everybody around him was just wonderful. But because he was so rich and so generous, he did collect. There were phonies in the orbit, because there always are when someone's rich, right? And so he tells me at dinner about this kid he's met. He's only 18. He's not going to college. I've always been opposed to college my whole life. I tried to convince all my kids not to go. I mean, I really meant it. And so he's like, you would love this guy. He's not going to college. And I was like, man, I love that, because I really am opposed, and I mean it. And I'm like, he sounds great. And he's like, da 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 da. And I'm thinking, oh man, some fast talking kid It's like throwing back Reagan quotes or something at poor Foster, who was in his 70s and like late 60s, and he doesn't know. And I really assumed that Charlie was just some predator, and I didn't like it at all. And of course, there's the bias against young people. I mean, Charlie's literally the age of one of my children. So like, and I felt he's probably just totally conventional, telling old people what they want to hear, sucking up to the donors, whatever. So I meet him. I thought he was smart as hell, but I was very skeptical. Then I have this, he calls me, would you do an event? Sure. I was going to be in the state anyway, so I do it. And we have this kind of sort of debate, not really a debate. Well, what actually happened was I was going to give a speech, and I got there. We were backstage. He's like, well, actually, let's just do a Q&A. And I was like, I don't know, son. I don't think you want to do that with me because I'm kind of a jerk.
I should end it here.
Which I am in those settings, right? So he's like, no, I want to.
There we go. Yeah, I mean, he had many friends. He's very respected, famous, popular, Only those people who celebrate his death, those people who kill people for something or disagreement or for different opinions, they'll never be assassinated. If they get killed, they'll just be murdered, not assassinated, right? And I hope they don't get assassinated or killed or murdered, because that's just terribly. We shouldn't even go that route, right? But I mean, people should have a right to their own opinions, and nobody should be persecuted or politically martyred or martyred on the spot just because they are conservatives or liberals or leftists or right wing, right? No one deserves to be politically martyred on the spot. Even with leftists like Dean Withers or Parker or Destiny or whoever, like Hassan Parker, if they got martyred out, it's real bad. Because, first of all, they're just they're stating their opinion. Dean Withers or Parker, especially, if they got assassinated, I would feel bad, yeah, because you're just trying to stifle out opinions, right? Just because they disagree with you, right? You can't match their mind, so you have to take them out, right? And that's incredibly sad, right? Omag. I mean, who will replace Charlie Kirk? Ben Shapiro said to replace Charlie Kirk, and and Ben Shapiro. No, not yet. And Ben Shapiro. I mean, they said with the Ben Shapiro, doing the campus to campus debate, debates that Charlie Kirk did when he was alive. He's gonna be doing it in probably indoors. That's what I heard. I'm repeating myself, right, from earlier. Good, yeah. I think, yeah. Hold on. Um, um, it's a work in progress, right? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I have it on my resume, yeah, for sure. Yeah. And I've been like you're applying to new places, yeah. Yeah, I'm applying to new places, yeah. And yeah, what is it? Yeah. Um interesting. Well, why do I feel you don't want to work? I don't know. I do want to work, but it's hard, right? The job market's pretty tough. Yeah, tough. It's pretty hard to find jobs. It's not impossible, but it's pretty hard to find jobs at the moment. For me, at least. I don't know. In general, not for other people too, but other people have hard time finding job. But there are people can still find jobs nonetheless. Uh, I'm on LinkedIn, not Indeed. I applied through LinkedIn. Should I open an Indeed account? I'll try Indeed. Open Indeed. Let's go to college. Not this semester, but I will be going next semester. I had funding issues this semester, and couldn't go as a result. So I'll see if I can go. Like I tried to go to a new college, but not saying the name. But yeah, I'll go next semester. Yeah. There's some issues that note front or yeah, I'm taking another semester off. Uh, hmm. Apply. Pretty much for the time being. Uh, yeah, not at the moment. Yeah, not at the moment. I have to, although yeah, I have to fix that because I can't be doing nothing, right? Um, yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, but Oh, it's okay. I'm like 260 pounds, but I could be doing much better. It's okay. Yeah, I'm like 260 right now. I think so. Looks like you gained weight. Alright. Oh, look heavier. Interesting. Oh, possibly. I don't know. My weight fluctuates a lot. Like sometimes it goes down and then it goes up and down. So, um, um, uh, right. The diet is really hindering me, I guess. Just the diet. That could be very much the case. The diet, because like if you eat too much, if I eat or anyone eats too many calories or too many bad foods or whatever or whatnot, they can drastically gain weight uh, and cause them to look more bloated, more how to say it, more overweight looking, I guess, for lack of a better term. More fat looking, yeah. I don't know, bloated, fat, or whatever. Yeah, that's true. That's true. I saw you like comment on Shamak's like USA's video. That was pretty funny. Like you said, you said, oh, you're like 30% body fat or something. If that's you, Greg, I don't know if this is a troll or not. But you commented on Shamak's video. Like I remember it was your account. I clicked on the account. I was like, oh, it's you. Like you said, like, oh, you're 30% body fat. Like, oh, it is. Yeah. Like you commented on Shamak's video. That's pretty funny. You said like 30% body. He is like, a bit overweight, but I don't know. I don't know if Shamak cares at this point. But anyways, I think Shamak is in Pennsylvania, like you too, or something. I don't know. He goes to Penn State or something. Nyan Nyan. That's funny. This is a funny account. Nyan Nyan. And the Nyan Nyan cat. I remember that. That meme. Yeah. A 3 of best. I don't mind. I don't mind. Like I'm not obsessed with my looks. Like it's okay. Like that's okay. People have a different perspective on things. I guess so. It's not about well, sort of it is, but I would disagree on that. It's a little bit like, but right, like I guess I have to lose Lose weight, yes. That's one thing, yeah. I mean, everyone has many things to fix. Even the pinnacle of like of people in society. I mean, they're not perfect. They're just human beings who have flaws, even though they have less flaws than the average person, right? I mean, everyone has flaws. But thank you. Bye bye. I had enough of this trolling. Yeah, like there can only be so much trolling. Like, anyways. Yeah, like you get rated sub 5. Like, shut the fuck up. Like, by women, and you can call yourself 7. Like, you're delusional. Like, I like. If it's you, Greg, I don't know if it's troll, but like, you got issues, man. Delirious, yeah. Anyways, on that note, on that note, Kyle Butler, I'm Mog. I'm a shed light. Interesting. I'm Greg. I'm a chat light. Okay. I don't know what to say. I was making fun of it. You go fuck yourself then. Go fuck yourself. Yeah. I'm in your head. You're not in my head. That's the difference, right? You can go fuck yourself. Anyone else? You don't know anyone. You don't know. You just like to rage bait people and cut like what's up what and cause people to be angry at you. I think yeah. And then you complain, oh, someone's making fun of me. Someone's calling me out on my shit. Like, no, motherfucker. Like, this is what you get when you rage bait people, right? If you want to make people angry at you, you should know the consequences of as such, right? Hey, it's Max. I don't fucking believe you at this point. Like too many trolls. Like I don't believe it. Like I don't believe you at this point. I'm supposed to be doing something else.
Let's raise one.
I'm just gonna ban this one. Who cares? Oh my god. 5 viewers. 4 viewers. There's too many trolls pretending to be someone they're not, or someone else, or Noah Tari. I don't think this is Noah. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Good and goodbye. Yeah, thank you. And goodbye. Oh my god. This is a ban fest. Oh my god. Oh my god. It's not even about you. Like, why do you have to be so selfish? Like, no, Ben Shapiro is going to be replacing Charlie Kirk. Well, it's so selfish, unbelievable. I didn't even read that comment. How many accounts? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 accounts banned. Oh my god, in a row. No, who cares? Yeah. Yeah. 5 viewers, alright. Thank you, it's a nice live, yeah. I got a message that it's a nice live, yeah. Right. I was supposed to end it a bit earlier, I guess. I guess not. Whatever. Whoever's this troll in the comments, I don't know. I don't know if it's Greg or someone else, or I don't know, but it might most likely be someone else pretending to be Greg. I don't know. It's me, Greg. I don't know if it is because I don't know. I don't know. 6 viewers, okay. I hope the same thing doesn't happen to Ben Shapiro that happened to Charlie Kirk, if you know what I mean, right? Getting shot in the neck just because you disagree with someone's opinion is not okay. Oh my god. Thank you. Like anything. Stefan's mom? What? I don't know what to say anymore. These trolls are weird. I mean, oh my god. Anyways, no one deserves to be martyred for their beliefs. And if they get martyred, they will be recognized as someone who stands strong to their beliefs and never back down and never surrender to the opposing side. And it goes to show that yes, that free speech is at a all-time danger in America and society. I don't believe you. I don't believe you. I don't believe you're my name, Ennis. Like, I don't believe you. Oh, okay. Ew. Seven viewers. Um. 6 viewers. So. It's 5 viewers. Nice. Banned. Oh, thank you. Thanks for coming here. Yeah. Sean Owens or whatever. How many accounts have to be banned? Oh my god. Well, apparently more. Let's see. Nick Fuentes, yeah, he's pretty strong. He has stronger opinions than Charlie Kirk, and if he comes to the forefront, I mean, the left will he's already been targeted and has dealt with. Show me, go fuck yourself. Like honestly. I'm gonna take a screenshot of that. If you dox my address, I'm gonna take a screenshot of that or a clip of that, and I'm gonna show that to the authorities immediately. I'm not gonna tolerate it. Yeah. I'm gonna take a screenshot of whatever. Yeah. It's my right to ban you, right? It's not. You're so. You guys are so entitled and full of yourselves, right? Like it's my right to ban you, right? Just stop the rage bait comments. Come on, you guys are so unoriginal, like, and so disrespectful. Yeah, it's not about fucking you. It's about this is a like I don't know. Politics makes things murky, and people resort to do things when things get personal. People do things that they usually wouldn't do, right? They usually wouldn't say or do, I guess, when it comes to things that are personal and nitty gritty, right? Oh my god, so many accounts banned. Anyways, 4 viewers. Anyways, oh, go away! Just go away. Why are you here? Why are you adding to the viewership of this live stream? If you think I'm such a loser, I'm such an idiot. Like, go away. Like you're just a fan at this point. Go away. Like you're just adding to the viewership. I mean that's what internet trolls do. They just like to get under people's skin because they probably live sad, pathetic, miserable lives. They don't live very satisfying lives either, probably. Um, um, or fulfilling lives. I don't know, but anyways, and this isn't about them, but they want to make it about them and me, and they want to personally attack me, and they want to resort to ad homs and personal attacks to get under my skin, right? And sort of and then they rationalize and justify why they're using those ad homs and personal attacks against me, just so that. Can you go away? Like, you're so selfish. Like, this is not about you. Like, not me. It's about. Oh my god. Well, that's what internet trolls are for. They're just here to litter the internet with their scum and garbage. I didn't even read that comment probably. I barely read it. Like, I was like, oh, ban, troll comment, ban. Um 6 years. Hmm. Interesting. 4 years. Okay. Um. 5 years. Yeah. It's incredibly sad that people to stifle dissent they have to resort to violence. To stifle opinions on certain matters and topics they have to resort to violence just because yeah, they have to resort to bad things, crimes, right? Criminal behavior just to ensure that the opposition is down and out, if you know what I mean, right? So sad. I'm repeating myself, but you know what? It is what it is. Oh my god. Where was I? I only have 10 minutes left. I'll extend it 30 minutes more, so 10 minutes, I guess 9 minutes. This live stream and I'm done. So today, where was I? I'm just pondering on this whole situation, right? He's a public figure. He's a political figure for sure. But he stood for the values that many, not the majority, I don't know if the majority, but like a lot of Americans and people in the world spoke, yeah, right? Religious, traditional, conservative values. No one deserves this. No family deserves this. Why does it have to be Charlie Kirk out of all people? I mean, if they got Nick Fuentes, I think they should even try to attack him. Then that'd be understandable because he's more aggressive with his views. That doesn't mean he doesn't. He deserves to be assassinated. No, but if they got that'd be because he's way more aggressive. But Charlie Kirk, why him? Or Andrew Tate? Yeah, they tried to kill both Nick Fuentes and Andrew Tate. But why Charlie Kirk? It's so sad. He was a more gentle type, and just because he had some views that were strong, doesn't mean killing them is the solution. It's not the solution. It's like running away, right? Three viewers. 3 viewers. I'm glad there are some viewers today, I guess. But anyways. Anyways, 5 more minutes to. I shouldn't be talking about the time too much, but then to close the stream. I don't know who these trolls are in the comments, but anyways, there's weird sadistic clowns and Erica Kirk forgive the killer, and that says a lot. Yeah. Yeah, she Candace Owens said, Erica Kirk gave one of the most consequential speeches in American history. True. I don't hate my images. Oh, nah, F those. Oh my god. I'm just reading a post from X, I guess. A funny post. Albeit. Oh my god. This is terrifying to watch this video. Anyways, I'm put silence. And X. Oh my god. President Trump. I don't. Let's go. I forget that young. He's a young man who kills Charlie Kirk. And I was like, come on, like, why Charlie Kirk out of all people, right? Well, now Ben Shapiro. I think Ben Shapiro's a bit more. A little. I think if there's a spectrum of who's more extreme, I think Nick Fuentes is pretty far right. Charlie Kirk's more moderate. Nick Fuentes and Tucker Carlson, I mean, Ben Shapiro and Tucker Carlson, sort of. I don't know. I don't know. The reverse, yeah. Time to close up the stream. Thank you for watching this live stream on right-wing politics and who will replace Charlie Kirk. And my closing thoughts is, no matter whose opinion you disagree with, be respectful, be logical, be concise, be elaborate, be detailed, be nuanced in your opinions, but never resort to violence as a means to stifle any dissent. Dissenting opinions in general. So I hope you all do well and take care. I don't know who are in the comments, so I can't really say or respond because a lot of people are just pretending to be other people, trolling and stuff. Yeah, thank you and bye. Yeah.